Hi there, it's another tarot sesh. I'm the Can Astrologer. My name is Abby, and this is another reading for Libra, August 2025. So let's get started and see what we've got. Welcome back to my channel, to all of my returning subscribers. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure that you smash that button, and also like and share with those that you think that would resonate with this message as well, or any of my other readings. What do we have for Libra? Higher peace, power, protection, and prosperity for the greater good, so mote it be. Okay, so interesting. Underneath the deck, we have be decisive. So there's something that you're thinking about that you have to make a decision on. And the song that I had on pre-shuffle for you when I was getting the cards together, it's called You Don't Have to Go by Delta Moon. And this isn't a song that I typically listen to. It just popped up on my playlist. But some of the lyrics, ooh baby, do you feel it too? When it feels this strong, there's nothing else to do. Oh baby, you don't have to go. Oh baby, there's a veil across the moon. Whatever's coming, be coming soon. Oh, you don't have to go. So I wrote down with this song, it's the first word that came to mind was protection. Like somebody wants protection or wants to protect somebody, something. Wanting someone to stay or to stay with someone, or they're saying that to you. So there's that. But someone needs to be decisive about whatever this is. Top of the deck, we have let go and enjoy. So there's something that you need to let go of. It could be an idea. It could be like, I don't know why I'm getting like stubbornness, but it could be like some type of an idea or ideology or past belief or something that like someone needs to let go of so that they can enjoy and be decisive about something. Take it as it resonates. And to all of my returning subscribers, you guys know that I also have a lot of Libra placements in my chart. I don't always resonate with every single one of your readings, but a lot of them, or parts of them. And that's the whole thing with tarot. Like, take it as it resonates, leave what doesn't, leave it for the next person that it's meant for. This is a general collective of those who have Libra in their charts. Okay, what do we have? We're going to get 3 main messages with the Tattoo Tarot, and then we're going to clarify with the Meaning Tarot. And then I have a couple more Oracle left for you. And so for my returning subscribers, you guys know that at the end of every year, I do a predictions reading for all the full moons of the upcoming year. I journal everything, and then we go through them with each sign reading that, I do each month. And it's this month specifically has been crazy with the number of resonations and clarifications between the predictions reading and the cards that are coming out for this reading for the full moon. The full moon, by the way, is on August 9th. It's the Sturgeon full moon in Aquarius, and then on the 23rd we've got the new moon in Virgo, and that's going to be feelings of safety, so that protection energy. Also clarity around structure and organization and things like that. Okay, so underneath the deck as we go into this, we've got the Nine of Cups, and so this is talking about your wishes being fulfilled or wanting your wishes fulfilled. Like, that's what's on your mind. Let's get 3 main cards. It's Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces energy as well. It's all about your emotions and your feelings. Okay, somebody's trying to weigh out the pros and the cons, make a decision about something. The second card fell. Give me a second. And then 5 of Wands. Okay. Give me 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. So we start out with the 2 of Coins. So that's weighing out the pros and the cons between 2 things. Could be 2 things that could potentially create, money, abundance, wealth. It has to do with money, abundance, wealth, stability. But it's like, work and family, or house and business, or, I don't know, travel and home. I don't know. Whatever is in your world, right? But it's like balancing these things gingerly and weighing out the pros and the cons and what's worth it, what's not, right? Somebody's confused. It's hard making a decision. They feel like they don't have all the answers. You know, she's got a blindfold there, so she can't see something, but she has to rely on all her other senses in order to make a decision, you know. And the swords, that's your energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. It's all about communication and thinking, and but also, you know, speaking. Like, if, you know, nothing is covering her throat, nothing is covering her mouth. She can still talk, you know, so somebody can reach out, somebody can speak. But there's everything there, right? And then we've got the Five of Wands. So the Five of Wands is about competition. It's about you know, it could be, it's about fighting, but it doesn't have to be like actual fighting, right? It's like bickering and arguing over something or someone, right? Some people enjoy having a lot of people around them, but like if there's a decision made and it's like not something that someone wants, it could create a little bit of, you know, controversy or turmoil or whatever. And that's what we're looking at, because wands are about passion and passionate energy. It can be towards business, finance, or passion projects, or it can also be passion towards a person. If it's passion towards a person, it's it could be romantic or platonic, right? So it could be a friend group, it could be a work group, it could be 5 different people, 5 different departments, whatever. There's competition of some sort. But we're going to get clarification and see what this is about. Oh, and underneath the deck, we've got the Five of Pentacles. So we're talking about, you know, being hard up, hard times financially, or being left out in the cold. If this isn't you, this is like somebody in your world, somebody that you know, feminine energy, who's like been hurt. Looks like they've been hurt. They've been, she's, you know, bleeding, but, you know, shut out in the rain. It's like somebody who's fallen upon hard times, basically. So that's like what the energy's all about. Underneath the deck, as I look at that, it's the Seven of Swords. So there could have been theft involved, or some kind of backstabbing, betrayal. Somebody could have betrayed this person. Or this could be you. Take it as it resonates. Okay, what do we have? Higher peace, power, protection. August 2025. Libra. Okay, so underneath the deck we have the Nine of Wands energy going into the reading. And this is the Wounded Warrior. I actually like this energy. This is somebody who's been through the ups, the downs, the ins, the outs. They are stronger than a motherfucker, right? They're very wise. They make great leaders. They've been through a lot. And they're super freaking tired. They're just ready to get that 10th wand, lay down the burdens, move on to the next passionate cycle, the next relationship, the next thing, right? But they're smart. They're wise, and that's Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy, or they could have it somewhere in their chart. So, what is the Two of Pentacles for Leo? Okay. Wow. Okay. All right, so somebody is thinking about a new relationship with a Queen of Swords energy. This could be any sign, or they could have strong Libra. It's Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy, but they could have it like strong in their chart somewhere. And I was just talking about communication, because the Queen of Swords, she stands for your clear communication, expresses what's best for all. Like, that's what she's about, clear communication. And I was just saying somebody needs to speak up. And then we have the Magician. You can make your imagination real. So somebody wants to manifest a relationship with this person or a new beginning. And it has a lot. So Ace of Cups, that's water. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. This is also Gemini. So there could be a Gemini. Somebody could have strong Gemini in their chart. Or this is just somebody who's a very good manifester. Or you could be a master manifester, a magician. It's somebody with creative power, skill, very easy to adapt. They're original, and they have a lot of self-confidence. Okay, what is the Two of Swords? What is the Two of Swords? This is messages coming in. So somebody wants to send a message or give a message to a person. Sagittarius energy, take action on your ideas. Life is moving ahead. So if you have an idea about something, it's like you have to communicate it and send it. It's about change, boldness, generosity. That popped out. Then we have the Two of Pentacles again. So this is, you know, somebody making that decision. Capricorn energy, finding balance in your life to build your success. It's about balance, adaptability, change in circumstances, and duality, you know, working with another person. One more for the Two of Swords. Thank you. King of Cups. This is somebody who wants to step up and be a King of Cups. Okay, so this is, or this is also potentially a King of Cups coming into the picture. So for some of you, it could be a completely different person. But for many of you, it's just somebody in their King of Cups energy. It's the energy of the unexpected, but it's also movement. And so supporting yourself before you can support others. So make sure that you can do that first. But it's about being subtle, crafty, wise, fierce nature, but also with a calm exterior. Somebody who's calm, but, you know, can get things done. And then considerate, balanced, and generous. So there's generosity twice there. And then we've got the Five of Wands. What's the Five of Wands about? The Three of Wands, waiting for your ships to come in. It's like you saw this coming, or this is something that you know was going to happen, is going to happen. You can see it happening. Aries energy, finding your inspiration to take action. So again, this is all about taking action. Somebody could be preparing, planning, planning for expansion and success, openness and honesty. So somebody's getting ready to open up. This could create arguments, create competition. Somebody could just have a lot of competition around them. Okay, let's get two more cards for the Five of Wands. Somebody's worried about that. They're having nightmares about being open. Okay, this is about vulnerability, expressing oneself. Worrying changes nothing. You need to decide your next steps. So it's about anxiety. Okay, air sign energy. You guys all have anxiety. I have a lot of that as well with my air placements. Worry, captivity. Somebody may feel like they're being held captive or some type of victimization. Why? One more card. Wow. Somebody's really stuck in their head with the Eight of Swords. It seems like you're blocked, but you can still make a step. It's about fears and doubts and uncontrolled thoughts, fruitless overthinking. So somebody is captive. They're a victim, but of their own mind, of their own overthinking. But they still, it's like, this is something that they see happening in the future. But the problem is they're worried about what it'll create now. Underneath the deck, look at that. That's what they want. That's what they're looking for. And here's the thing, it may not even be like competition around you. It could just be people around you. You could already have like 5 or more people around you, and it's just like not, it's like not an ideal situation, but it could be in the future. Open your heart and receive love from others is the Two of Cups. It's about balance and partnership, harmony and mirth, equality, connection. it's like someone, wow, that's crazy. Someone wants to help someone out. There's that generosity again. And then I realized I didn't do the tea. So typically I do like what the buildup is to this situation, but let's do this differently. Now that we already have the tarot out, what do we got here? Somebody needs to let go and enjoy. Be decisive about what they want to do, let go and enjoy. So now we've got an announcement. Okay, they want to make an announcement. That's how we're going to use these. They want to make an announcement with the bell. That could be like a phone call, like ringing of a bell. Grasshopper, situations in the balance that require careful handling. So somebody needs to be like gentle, careful, precise. Four-leaf clover, but you've got luck. Luck is on your side. Great good fortune. That's what you're looking at, is great good fortune. Okay. Ooh. Then we have fair woman, dealings or relationship with a woman with blonde, gray, or white hair. This could be anybody. This could be aunt, mom, sister, significant other, friend, anybody. So underneath the deck, let's see, you're highly thought of, but then these three fell out. So we've got, oh, you guys, okay, so there's something that you want to do. It looks like there's something that you want to do or some decision that you want to make with someone, okay? But you're worried about it. But what I'm saying here is there's an announcement that needs to be made about there's going to be great good fortune. You got to be careful about it, but and it has to do with something with a relationship or dealings with a fair woman. But then we have inkpot, problems to be resolved. Barrel, you feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, or goals. And then you have heart, love, deep affection, and caring. So it's like you're about to find it and problems are about to be resolved. It's right there in front of you because underneath the deck you've got bow, you're highly thought of. Okay, so what else do we have? Libra. Okay, gee, that's a lot. Another one fell. I have to look at that. Okay. 1 second. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Clarification. Okay, so we've got secret admirer. So somebody could have several people like around them. We've got arrow. You're on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. So it's like whatever. Really? Sorry. So it's like whatever you're thinking of, whoever you're thinking of, like you're on the right path. The arrow's pointing, you're on the right path towards that. Okay, then we've got box. You will receive a gift. Or maybe you could be giving a gift. I don't know. But then we have feather. Someone you know is undependable and insincere. That could be anybody, okay? Then we have bridge, successfully overcoming a problem, and then well, family wishes come true. Something having to do with a well. So, and I just dropped another card, but we already read it. So, underneath the deck, we have spear, heartache over what you no longer have. So, you could, you know, there could be somebody or something from your past, and, you know, you may mourn for that because it was like, you know, what you once had. But you can't, like, stay in that energy because that's, you know, that keeps people stuck and stagnant. All you can do is move forward. And, you know, and I feel like there's some kind of a fear of, you know, worrying over if somebody finds out something or if, if I upset another person, but it's like you need to do what you need to do. And one of the main themes for the general collective for literally every single sign that I've read for so far has been use your intuition. Do what feels right. Follow your own gut instinct, not the advice of your friends, your family, or anybody else. Do what makes you feel good. That's a very important theme across the board for all the signs. So let's get more into this. Let go and enjoy. Do what you want to do, but be decisive about it with that card underneath the deck. So somebody's saying you don't have to go. Maybe somebody wants to help someone. Clarification. What do we got? Okay, underneath the deck we have garlic, repel. So something about repelling some kind of negative energy. This could be the overthinking. You could be repelling like negative thoughts, negative thinking, negative communications. You know, being in your head, it's the worry, the fear. Repel that, right? You could be using or eating a lot of garlic. That also, it's like, you know, they say garlic repels vampires, and it's like that vampire energy. You could have vampire energies around you, and that's like what you're fighting against. That's what you're repelling. You know, that's what you want to not upset right now. Top of the deck, we've got sugar. I love this. So, sweetness. So, this is, you know, it's like you're using garlic to repel the energy vampires, right? And sweetness to attract what it is that you want more of. Love that. In order to get what you want, you always, you know, to be the sweetest, your most authentic kind of self, right? And only you know what's going to work by just being your sweet, kind self. You don't have to be anything else that anybody else says that you need to be, right? Just be yourself. I feel like somebody wants to come in and be sweet to someone. Maybe, maybe like candy is the way to somebody's heart. I like candy, but I like a lot of sweet things. All right, underneath the deck, we've got South Node, Life's Debts. I feel like this is, okay, Libra, you guys have been dealing with South Node energy for a while, because the nodes, I think it was Aries and then Libra. This is all about karma and paying karmic dues. And unfortunately, it's part of the process, part of the astrological cycle. We all go through it, every sign. And it stays in each sign for, I want to say, it's like 42 weeks or something like that. I forget exactly, but it's a while. And so, number 42, somebody could be 42 years old. 4 plus 2 is 6. 6 is about balancing things. It's about people of your past. It's about, you know, communicating better. So, you know, you could be getting karma for things that you've done in your past that maybe you weren't dealing with, and so that karma's coming back right now. That could be what we're talking about. That's the underlying energy. But what's the main message? We've got third house messages. Number 27. Somebody could be 27 years old. Somebody could be born on the 27th. 2 plus 7 is 9. This is a 9-year. 9s are about completion, culmination points, you know, bringing things together. But this is about messages. Somebody needs to send a message. Somebody needs to communicate something to someone. We saw the 8 of Wands earlier with about sending messages to someone. Someone needs to send a message to someone. They could be saying, you don't have to go. maybe someone, it's like you don't have to go, somebody, yeah, look, somebody's made a judgment. Oh, look at that. Two of Cups, somebody's made a judgment. They want a passionate new beginning, and they're willing to fight for the High Priestess and her hard work. She could be a Queen of Cups, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. But look, they want to hold on. All life's answers are within you. They're finally, somebody's finally listening to themselves. And they have the strength to transform and start a new beginning. Wow, that's gorgeous. That is gorgeous. So yeah, that is what I've got for you. That's the tarot portion for August 2025. So now let's, oh, you know, I want to read a little bit of the Black Moon, number 27. I almost turned basically right to it. So check out your third house, see what placements you have in your third house. So third house messages, you must stay drunk on writing so reality cannot destroy you. Ray Bradbury's in the art of writing. So words have power. Now is the time to get your point across. With this card, you may also get a clearer direction in the way to proceed. The third house also represents neighborhoods and siblings. So the third house is the area of the astrological chart that reveals how we think, speak, and communicate. It signifies our need to know and demonstrates how we put our concepts and thoughts into words. So you're in search of answers and you need to unlock mysteries, but your mind is agile and you're able to grasp every detail right now. Trying to see here. So this card could also mean that you'll be talking your way in and out of a tough situation. However, you will be mentally able to grapple with the issues and sort them out well. Important documents and other paperwork are indicated. This isn't your everyday type of paper shuffling, but the matter will be more significant than the usual. It signifies your neighborhood. There could be events there or something that makes a difference. The house of mind, which is Mercury, and we're right now undergoing Mercury retrograde, which deals with miscommunication, transportation, and technology. So there could be some delays or, you know, miscommunication there. But it also indicates a fortunate time to start a business of your own, perhaps working in translation or something to do with deciphering codes and messages. You may also become involved in studying other languages or anything related and working towards a common good. So with working with each other. Meditation and relaxation are also suggested. And so this is like the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles is partnering up and working together. It could be 3 or more people or 2 people, and like it could be marriage, you know, 2 people and a priest, or, you know, 2 people and a kid or something like that. But 3 of Pentacles is working together for a common good, usually as it pertains to money, stability, you know, material things. Key ideas behind this are short journeys, the neighborhood, siblings, signing documents, communication, and rumors. Somebody could be worried about rumors, you know, if somebody moves in or something like that. Okay, so what else do we have here? Okay, the predictions. Okay, so like I said, the full moon is on the 9th, August 9th. New moon is on the 23rd. The first card we pulled was the Page of Pentacles. So the Page of Pentacles, pages are messengers. They're usually younger energy. But the card represents like new ideas and taking action on those ideas. And it's because it's Pentacles, again, it's something that could lead to money and opportunity. So then we've got sharing of yourself. And then I also wrote down zebras. So zebras are significant. You'll see why in a second. Sharing of yourself, it could be your ideas, it could be your wisdom, it could be your resources, your finances, it could be just your time and energy, and it's helpful to another person. And then zebra, so remember that. And then we have number 41, Queen of the Moon, which stands for sovereignty and also intuition. Now this is like your High Priestess energy. And I've been saying the entire time, this is like a major theme for all signs across the board, but also, so somebody could be 41, but also 4 + 1 = 5. 5s are about change of direction and are significant in this reading. Then the next card, different deck, was card number 5, change of direction. It's the Blue Lotus, which also stands for, you guessed it, intuition. So again, more High Priestess energy, using your intuition, using discernment, trusting your gut, your energy, and not listening to the advice, you know, and of those all around you. They're only going to tell you either what you want to hear or what they want you to hear, okay? You need to listen to yourself. Then the next card that I pulled was the New Moon in Capricorn. It's talking about stepping up and leading. This is about taking, you know, taking the reins, taking control of your life. You know, not letting everybody else make decisions for you. You stepping up, leading, making those decisions for yourself and those that are in your household, your castle, your domain, your world, whatever. Then we've got, from the Crystal Oracle deck, I pulled the Zebra Stone. So how often does zebra come up? Twice in a reading, right? So the Zebra Stone is all about balance. And Libra, that is literally what your sign is all about. Balance, right? So the black and the white, the yin, the yang, like there could be somebody, something, a situation that's balancing out or coming into your world, or that you're balancing out some way, somehow. And then last but not least, I started playing with Astro Dice, which are based on the 3 main principles of astrology. And I rolled South Node. Look at that. Hold on, where's that at? So look, you got South Node. South Node, Aries in 7th house. You might want to look at your any placements you have in your chart that is Aries and see how that resonates. And also what's in your 7th house. But when you combine South Node, Aries, and 7th house, it means survival of the fittest while adapting to change. There's a lot of changes going on in the world right now, right? And it's all about being able to go with the flow, but also being able to adapt. And then survival of the fittest. And so, you know, some of you may be like, you know, wanting to help others, wanting to, you know, work with others, help others survive. I don't know. I'm getting all kinds of, like, because you had, like, generosity, but also there's something about love and affection as well, and balancing something that hangs in the balance. So, I don't know. You guys take it as it resonates, protection, all of that. You don't have to go. Somebody wants to tell somebody else you don't have to go. So, take it as it resonates. If this brought you clarity, insight, or answers, make sure to drop a comment in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe. If you're interested in a personal reading, we can dive down deeper into your personal storyline. I have all of that information on how to do that in the description below this video. As you know, it's Together We Grow. I always love and appreciate sharing this time together. Make sure that you also check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mars signs too for additional messages. And I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of August. I will see you guys on the flip side. Check back on the channel for additional messages and readings and whatnot. And you guys have a great one. Peace.